What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Mike LaBelle, and today I'm joined by the lovely Dan Gaskin, Jimmy Conrad. How are you fellas doing?
Absolutely beautiful.
Living the dream, Mike. Living the dream.
So we've sat down, and with FIFA 20 coming very soon, I was thinking to myself, and I opened this topic up to these lovely gentlemen, and I said, okay, who do you think we could potentially see for 5-star skillers? That's always important in any FIFA installment. Even if we don't use the 5-star skill moves, just the fact that they have them, we like it as an option, maybe just for the running scoop turn.
Sure.
So I'm going to put that question. I'm going to angle it y'all's way first, and then it'll come back to me.
Are we doing one at a time? I got two.
Okay, let's do both at a time.
Okay.
This is going to be a little more raw. We're going to do both at a time.
Sure.
And I want you guys to let us know in the comments, what do you think? Who should get 5-star skills? It doesn't matter if they're in one of the big leagues, if they're a smaller league. If we don't know who they are, send a clip with us. You clip it. Let us know who should be included. Jimmy, we'll start with you. Who are your two names?
So first and foremost,
and why?
I'm going with Zinedine Zidane. He not only is on the cover as an icon, but I played against him. How's that for a flex? And I've seen what he can do up close, and he's a tremendous player. I got to play against Real Madrid in the Bernabeu, and you know, Roberto Carlos, David Beckham, R9 Ronaldo, Raul, they're all on the team. Zidane was another step above him. He can just see the game in a different way, and he has the ability to pull off any type of move that he wants. So he is my number one. My number two, João Felix. Now, João Felix, for me, I had an opportunity to see him in person, Atletico versus Real Madrid in New York. That was a 7-3 game where Atleti were up 5-0 after 30 minutes, just slapping them around. And be able to see how he moved and what he did with the ball when he got it, I just think he has to be a 5-star for me. I know he's super young, and maybe they want him to earn it, so they're only going to give him 4 stars, but come on. Look at this face. I've seen it. I've seen a lot of players. I've played against a lot of players in my career. João Felix deserves 5 stars.
He's got to be one of the most hyped players coming into FIFA 20. Going to be one of the most improved players, without a doubt. I think that's inevitable.
Yeah.
And then with Zidane, now I will say this because I think he's going to have 4-star, but if he got 5-star skill moves, you got to think he's going to have a 5-star weak foot. I mean, he's got a lot of left-footed moments that you can never forget.
Just
I'll never forget the volley.
Yeah,
that's one of those moments in Champions League history that's not going anywhere.
That alone should warrant a 5-star weak foot.
I agree with you.
Okay,
I agree with you. 5-star weak foot's done. If he gets the 5-star skill moves, you got to think he's going to be used in competitive play, no doubt, whether it's a center mid or maybe attacking mid. Maybe even a true center forward, depending on the gameplay. I like both your choices.
Thank
Dan,
you very
who
much.
you got?
Thank you for having me.
I can't say I've played with any of these players like Jimmy has, so maybe not.
Oh, yeah, you did really flex on us, by the way. On a side note, that was like serious flex. He played against everybody that he talked about.
No, I didn't play against João Felix.
Yeah, you just shook hands with him. Okay.
Yeah. I only play virtually with my thumbs, but I'm going to go as an Arsenal fanboy. I think Dennis Bergkamp deserves 5-star skills. Have you seen the things he used to do back in the day? Some of the most iconic Arsenal goals come from Dennis Bergkamp, and it surprises me that he isn't 5-star already. And the other one may be less obvious and maybe more debatable. I'm going to go for Thierry Henry. I think that on the ball he was incredible, and some of the flick-ups he offered and some of the awesome things that he did in the way he scored goals. He deserves a 5-star as well. Maybe that's the Arsenal fanboy coming in from me. I could even argue Ian Wright, but that's probably very debatable, and I don't think I'll get away with that one. But I definitely think Bergkamp and Henry are in with a shout.
That would be a major stretch, I think, with Ian Wright.
Yeah.
To put him in the same category as Bergkamp and Henry in terms of their skill moves. I think Bergkamp is a good shout because if he had the 5-star skill moves, because he's not extremely pacey, you would think it would change his usability maybe in FIFA as well at the competitive level because, of course, when you have access to all these different items, you go with the best of the best, and maybe it'll put him up to that notch of being closer to an R9 or a Cruyff or Eusebio, guys that we just see frequently used. And for me...
Wait. If Bergkamp gets 5-star skills and Zidane doesn't, we're gonna riot. I think we have to riot. I mean, those guys are both, I think, of the same quality, where they don't necessarily have to pull off the skill every time they have the ball, but they have it in their bag when they do need it. And I think that's the difference, is that some guys are just out there doing skills to do skills, but these players know they could do it, but they don't have to do it. They play simple because that's the right play in that moment. They don't have to show off how good they are. They know they're good. Everybody understand the difference? Good. Cool. Go ahead, Mike.
Thank you, Coach Jimmy.
Thanks for having me, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure, Mike.
Jimmy's getting up. Later, Jimmy. Follow Jimmy at Jimmy Conrad. We appreciate your analysis.
Wow.
Hard to follow that.
Yeah.
I will say this.
I'm back.
Okay.
You can follow up. Go ahead.
I will
Let me
say
see
this.
yours. I want to hear yours.
Both of those players are two of the most technically gifted players we've ever seen, with Bergkamp and Zidane. So they probably deserve a shout at 5-star skills. And I think mine are a little more debatable, but we're going with, I've got Hazard, who's never had 5-star skills, but he's now a cover star.
Okay.
When you get
All right.
when you get the upgrade to cover star, maybe they're going to bump you up.
Sure.
Going to Real
I can see
Madrid.
it. Not going to have any argument for me on that.
Yeah, I mean, he's more of a simple cutting guy. He's not real fancy with a lot of the skills, but I could see it happening. It's in the mix. I'm thinking of guys that potentially would maybe receive that upgrade that would also make a very big difference in terms of how many people would include them in their squads. And then last but not least, and I got to go on record and say I was such a skeptic when he moved to Manchester City. I definitely wasn't a hater, but a skeptic. I was like, I think they overpaid. I don't think he's going to develop like that. And I was completely wrong. So my apologies to you, Raheem, the Dream, Sterling. I think this is his year to get 5-star skills with what he was able to produce and accomplish at Manchester City. He's been one of the most impactful attackers, fits that system perfectly. He's already started off this season, had a hat trick, ready to go.
And he's going to do the new Jordan shoe,
Yeah.
which means other people respect what he's about as well and what he stands for. So, yeah, I think it's a great choice. And he does have the ability. And anytime you want to say, maybe he doesn't have it, he proves you wrong. And that's what I love about him. He just gets up and showcases what he's about.
Yeah, I think he's definitely in contention for it. I mean, but if we're putting 5-star skillers, is Raheem Sterling up there with Zidane and Bergkamp in terms of what he can do on the ball? That's the real question. If we're lumping them all as 5-star skillers.
That's true.
Well, you know how they like to do wingers, though. Wingers have, I feel like, they have an upgraded chance of becoming a 5-star skiller. If you play on the wing, you take people on more frequently versus maybe some of the simplistic play we see from midfielders or even attacking mids. It seems like it might be more difficult in order to claim that 5-star skill spot. We'll see. Nobody knows. Let us know in the comments, who did we miss? I'm sure we missed plenty of names. We went with more of the big name players just because we're thinking of usability. But we will have a lot more content coming out. I don't know what Jimmy's doing. We'll have a lot more content coming out together ASAP. If you have any other suggestions for videos, we're obviously spending a decent amount of time together. Want to put out that content while we're at events.
Like and subscribe to his channel.
Bam!
Breaking news got me breaking. I was present, hopeless, praying. Struck down at 20, plenty left to put behind you. You ain't peaked, never speaking, now they speaking about you, leave it alone. Hope you grinning while you watch your bros on some sofa sunny shit to brighten up a wounded soul. Honest, you the penny.